Okay, babe, so I'm going to attempt to show you parts of Portland. Right now we're on the east side of the river, so downtown's going to be across the bridge, which we're going to cross in just a second. This is actually where I bought my Subaru on the left-hand side. You can't really see it, but yeah, that's where it's at. This side of the river is where the Rose Garden is, which is where the Blazers play, which you're going to see in just a second on the right-hand side. I'll point the camera that way. And then it's also where the convention center is. So like there's a lot of new buildings going on, which is pretty cool. Portland hasn't really had any new high-rises in a while. But if you look, oh, you're not going to be able to see it. The Rose Garden is directly to my right. Maybe I'll cross the bridge right here. This is the Burnside Bridge, which separates the city from east to west and north to south. It's like the exact middle point. So straight ahead is the beginning of downtown off to my left. And then the Rose Garden is right there, which is where the convention center is and stuff. And then, I don't know if you can see it, but off to the right there is the famous Portland, Oregon sign. It's usually lit up at night and it's really cool right there. And then we'll head downtown here. The weather is nasty, but it's a very typical day. There's the Portland Rescue Mission. That's where the homeless are, off to the right. And then this is downtown now. Kind of downtown. Downtown's actually where we're heading. In just a second when I take a left here. I'm on my way to meet my uncle to go running, and we're gonna run the river, which is the bridge that we just crossed over. There's a bunch of like loops that you can do from like 3 miles to 5 miles to 10 miles. I think we're gonna do 7, but I have to waste a half hour until he is ready to go running. So once he is ready, then we'll go. But this way I get to show you a little bit of Portland. It's really hard to make a left-hand turn off of Burnside, which is really stupid, but I think I can do it up here. The trees are all naked and bare, which is kind of depressing, but it just means they're that much prettier in the spring and the summer and the fall. This bookstore off to the right is really famous. It's the largest independent bookstore in the country. It's acres and acres and acres of books. It's 3 blocks, and it's like goes deep down underground. It's called Powell's City of Books. It's pretty famous. It's one of the tourist destinations. This Crystal Hotel to the left here is it's a huge concert venue, and inside there they have this place. The dance floor actually floats on water, which is pretty freaky when you're at a concert and slightly inebriated. Okay, I'm just gonna go with this. So this is the Pearl District. This is not the best part of the Pearl District, but the Pearl District is kind of like the yuppie area of Portland. All these condos and stuff on the left are brand new, really nice, pretty expensive. It's probably like $2,000 to $3,000 for what we have in Houston. Lululemon is off to the left here. There's a really nice Whole Foods on the right-hand side. That's a good one. You'll see lots of cyclists, even in the rain. Lots of walkers. And this is another part of Powell's, that bookstore that I was just talking to you about. Some really good restaurants and whatnot here. When we were in high school, we thought we were so cool when we would come down here on nice sunny days and grab food. There's a lot of really cool bars here. Actually, there's a lot of breweries. A lot of these old buildings are actually breweries. Like these warehouse buildings. got hit by a car. Not a four-way stop. Oh yeah, that place Silverado's, that strip club, is up here a little ways on the right hand side, across from Burnside. And then that's also, like, Portland itself doesn't really have a gayborhood necessarily. I mean, really the whole city is pretty gay friendly, as you know, but some of the gay clubs are to the left there. So downtown is straight ahead, like the actual, like what you'd conceive as downtown, like the taller buildings. Portland doesn't really have that many tall buildings. I think the tallest one's like 45 floors. There's a really cool restaurant on the top of there. Yeah, this is a really good hotel on the right-hand side called the Benson, which is like where the president stays when he comes to Portland. Straight ahead there is a big, huge tower, and then off to the left there is all of Oregon Health Sciences University, so the medical school and all the hospitals. It's a really neat medical center. It's up on top of a huge mountain or hill. It's called Pill Hill. These are just like a lot of hotels, like the Marriott's there. The big Nordstrom, which is the second Nordstrom that they ever opened. As I told you, that family's from here, here in Seattle, is off to the right-hand side here. And then off to the left where that Starbucks is, there's a huge like concrete plaza on the other side of there. It's called Portland's Living Room. It's like the place where there's lots of big concerts and bands and festivals and things. I don't know if you can see it a little bit, but it's in there. That's where the Portland Christmas tree is. I don't know if you can see that. Probably not. And that's where the Columbia headquarters is, or like the Alpha store, and then the office buildings, and then that's Portland Auditorium, which is one of the popular performance halls. And then there's also a bunch of this is like the art center. The Portland Art Museum is off to my left here. And yeah, that's really Portland. That's probably really all there is to show you. We passed the Nike Town and stuff here all across the bridge to go back towards the Science Museum, which is where I'm meeting my uncle. My sister's office building is right here, the Standard, and that's like one of the tallest buildings. It's like fairly tall, but not that tall. That building straight ahead is the federal courthouse. It's like architecturally really, really interesting. All like natural and incredibly environmentally friendly, but like the glasswork is a piece of art. Like it's pretty amazing. Actually, I haven't seen it done. Portland City Hall is right here on the right-hand side. Portland's really pretty. Like, it's hard to kind of tell when it's raining like this or just gray, but in the spring and summer and the falls, when the trees are all green and or orange, and like it's just incredibly pretty. So it's the federal building. You can kind of see like some of the architecture. It's really weird but interesting. Come on. Idiot. I thought that was a cab driver. This is also part of the Portland Marathon route. This is one of the drawbridges. So this bridge, when the ships come through, actually like lifts up. So that those lights right there are for the bridge. So like don't go when it's green. Portland's bridge city. You'll notice there's like 15 bridges that cross the city, which is pretty cool. This is one of them. And so these running routes all like have different, you can just do loops depending on what bridge that you want to go to, which is pretty cool. So anyway, that's about it. Love you lots. Bye.